So where do we draw the line on where tariffs or where really government can step in? And I just wanted to talk about this very quickly. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Tech Solutions. This might be a difficult conversation for some people to have, but again, it's just an opinion. So if you can't view other people's or hear other people's opinion, then that's your own problem. And I'm always happy to share mine. Hope that earns a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And let's go ahead and just jump right into it. First, before we even get into it, one of my trades that I took in front of my LPP team, friendly reminder, my LPP team gets to watch me trade live every single day. And one of the trades that I took was shorting NVIDIA. So I actually went long on it originally as it began to uptick. It then became overbought, added more to the short, retraced into the close, just as many expected, just like NASDAQ market did, and made a little bit over $2,200, almost $2,300 on the day. The NASDAQ market had a very similar setup. As many of you guys know, Trump announced a series of tariffs this morning. He announced, if I'm not mistaken, 50% tariffs on the EU. And originally, it sounded like he was recommending a 50% tariff. There was even people in my video earlier today that were saying, Ricky, the reason that the markets are recovering already, silly, is because Trump doesn't actually expect to implement this tariff. This is just a negotiating tactic to get European Union at the table. Duh, Ricky, the art of the deal. Okay, well, explain this to me. Breaking. President Trump comments on the new EU tariff and says, I'm not looking for a deal. It's set at 50%. All right, now what? Again, it's like there is no consistency with the tonality of Trump right now. Trump says they'll just have to build plants in the US. And this is the part that, here, before we even get into it. All right, NASDAQ market sold off because he announced this 50% tariff, right? It's sold off. Markets are desperate. Markets are irrational. And that's why the markets were recovering. That's the only reason. There's nothing else to it. They tried to recover. They formed a lower high on the 5-minute time frame, and they sold off into the close. I think they sold off into the close because they know that over this 3-day weekend, in observance of Memorial Day, because the stock market is closed, if Trump does anything where any other country retaliates and or other countries are slapped with tariffs, that will add more uncertainty and more selling pressure to the market, more now than ever before. And I think that's why they're selling into the close, because there is uncertainty now. The trade talk, the tariff war is back on the table. And I think that's been made very clear. Not only did he want to announce and slap a country or a region with tariffs, but he also slapped, like many of you guys know, Apple with a tariff, a 25% tariff. That Trump says that if iPhones are not built in the US, they will face a tariff of at least 25%. Okay, so we're not, and this is what I wanted to talk about. So we're not targeting countries anymore. We're targeting individual companies, private company, or I guess in this case, it's a public company, but it's its own company, right? Now we're targeting companies, and people, again, Apple's so big. It's one of the most valuable companies that's publicly traded. So again, people are just like, yeah, bring jobs back to me. Like, are you guys that stupid? Are you guys that dumb that you think that, okay, Apple's just going to pick up their stuff from China, walk on over here, and then start manufacturing iPhones tomorrow? It's a process, right? And it's a supply chain issue. Like, obviously, it's more cost effective to do things in China. Now, if you want them to start building here in the US, first off, Trump's term is only 4 years, and we're already, 6 months into it. It's going to take 3 to 5 years to even really bring that whole process over here. And then what's the point of that? What if the next president doesn't want to hold that same restriction, doesn't have that same idea? Then they just go and build back. So they just pour billions of dollars into changing countries and where they develop. For what? Now they can just go back and start, manufacturing back in China or in India. It's like, where does this stop? And this is the part that just bothers me about people, is that we all know as individuals, like, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Your friends, your family, your partner, you disagree with them all the time, I'm sure, right? You're not going to agree with every action, everything it is that they do. Why are people so narrow-minded with Trump? I voted for him, but I disagree with the guy almost on a daily basis. And that's okay. It's because I'm human. I'm an individual. I don't have to think and accept every action and decision that this dude makes, especially when it just doesn't make sense. It is not consistent. He is now not just targeting countries and regions. He's now targeting individual companies. Where does it stop? Is it now then just states? And then at that point, is it going to be individuals? Like, where does this stop? You're like, oh, Ricky, you're just being dramatic. What and how is this even possible that you can slap an individual company with a tariff? And originally, I think that he got so much backlash because he just announced it for Apple. Who's Apple's biggest competitor? A lot of you guys know that it's Samsung. And then later on, he says, yeah, okay. Trump says that he will be imposing a 25% tariff on Samsung products if they're not made in the US. This comes hours just after he threatened the same tariff for iPhones. Like, today marks the first day that President Trump is targeting specific companies with tariffs. I just think it's a conversation that people, like, you don't need to agree with everything a person does. A person you've never met, a person that doesn't even know you exist. You don't do that for the people you love. Now you're doing it for Trump. Like, come on. It's not a Republican or a Democrat thing. Republicans won. He's in office. They control the House. Like, you guys, we won, right? But let's be individuals. When we see something that is like, wow, like, I don't agree with that. I don't think that's right. It's okay to feel and to believe that because you know that it's not okay. Yes, maybe his intentions are good. He wants to bring jobs back to the US. Yes, let's bring back jobs to the US. Guys, you know what makes the world go round? What was it that Warren Buffett said? Like, there's a reason that coffee beans are produced and gathered in different parts of the world and not the US, right? There's a reason why things are manufactured in other countries because it is most cost effective based off of either supply chain issues and or management, right? We as the US did such a great job in being able to work with other countries to build what it is that we have today. And it's like, we really think that we're going to be able to alienate every country and try to make everything here. First off, it's going to be more expensive. The timeline is going to be insane. And then third, it's now altogether, once it is more expensive, yeah, sure, maybe more jobs are going to be present in the US, but who's going to want to buy an iPhone for $3,000 to $5,000? We all know that in America, we always like to increase prices. Minimum wage jobs always have to go up. Yay, for the people. Well, there's a reason that they're made in China or in India, because that's what makes the world go round. That's what allows these companies to continue to grow. And it's just like, I think we become so narrow-minded in thinking that everything has to be in our favor that we don't think about how it collectively all works, right? There's the micro understanding and the macro understanding. And I think that's just what I'm trying to express within this video is that, again, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I don't think that this is a good look. I don't think it's a good idea. And altogether, I think it's going to take longer than 3 to 5 years if we even get Apple and Samsung to agree to begin to build plants here. And I think they can. But within 3 to 4 years, Trump's going to be out of office. And what if the next president doesn't care to have that same restriction for these private companies? Just my 2 cents. Something to take into consideration. Just a waste, in my opinion. So excited to follow up. Next week, we have NVIDIA reporting earnings. And it's going to be a very interesting weekend because it seems like tariffs are back on the table. Like I said before, just like we did today, every morning right at market open, I do trade live. So if you ever want to tune on in to my live trading session with my LPP team, it's the second link in the description down below, and would love to see you there. I appreciate your time. Hope and wish you guys an amazing Memorial Day weekend. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.